A few different things happened last night, Sam said, as calmly as he could. He didn't want a fight. He especially didn't want a fight with Astrid. He loved Astrid. He was desperate for Astrid. She was the sum total of all the good he had in his life, he reminded himself. And now she was furious. "We know about Jill," Astrid said. "Zill's punks, who wouldn't still be doing stuff like that if we'd shut them down," Decca muttered. "We voted on that," Astrid said. "Yeah, I know. 4-3 in favor of letting the sick little creep and his sick little friends terrorize the whole town," Decca snapped. 4-3 in favor of having some kind of system of laws, and not just fighting fire with fire," Astrid said. "We can't just go around arresting people without some kind of system," Albert said. "Yes, Sammy," Howard said with a smirk. "You can't just go all laser hands whenever you decide you don't like someone." Decca shifted in her seat, hunching her strong shoulders forward. "No, so instead we let little girls be kicked out of their own homes and terrorized. Look, once and for all, we can't have a system where Sam is judge, jury, and executioner," Astrid said. She softened it a bit by adding, "Although if there's one person I would trust, it's him. Sam's a hero. But we need everyone in the FAYZ to know what's okay and what's not. We need rules, not just one person deciding who is out of line and who isn't." "He was a really good worker," John whispered. "Francis, he was a really good worker. The Prees are totally gonna miss him. They loved him." "I only found out about this last night. Actually, early this morning," Sam said. He gave a brief description of what he'd seen and heard at Orsay's gathering. "Could it be true?" Albert asked. He seemed worried. Sam understood his ambivalence. Albert had gone from being just another kid in the old days, a person no one even really noticed, to being the person who, in many ways, ran Perdido Beach. "I don't think there's any way for us to know," Astrid said. Everyone fell silent at that. The idea that it might be possible to contact parents, friends, family outside of the FAYZ was mind-boggling. The idea that those outside could know what was happening inside the FAYZ. Even now, with some time to digest it, Sam felt powerful and not necessarily pleasant emotions. He had long been plagued by the fear that when the FAYZ wall somehow, someday, came down, he would be held responsible